Hey everyone, welcome back. I'm Jessica Bruce with the Bruce & Kelly Real Estate Team. Today, we are going to be touring this stunning home in Puerto Cima behind me. I've got Will Holtz with Lake TV. He's gonna be talking a little bit of shop, asking what the market's doing for buyers and sellers out there. We're gonna talk interest rates, MHQ, all that and more. Let's get to it. October, folks, fourth quarter. I've got Will Holtz joining me with Lake TV, the one and only. Will, welcome back.
Thank you. Excited to be here, and I got lots of questions because everyone watching wants to know what's happening with real estate, the market down at Lake of the Ozarks. I want to find out kind of how 2025 has gone because I see crazy reports like, hey, there's more sellers on the market than there are listings, and I see crazy reports of doom and gloom like everything has changed, and I can agree. Things have changed the last few years, but may not be reality as to what people maybe are seeing on social media. So you're who I consider to be the expert in real estate down at Lake of the Ozarks. So I want to know what 2025 has actually looked like. Like, what is the reality for the Lake real estate market?
Well, in reality, we've seen a great year here at Lake of the Ozarks. Waterfront homes have performed very well. They are up on average sale price across the board throughout the year, significantly from what they were last year. Off-water homes have remained right around or over the same average sale price as what we saw last year. Luxury has just knocked it out of the park. Now, the one area that's not done so well, and this is true not only here at the lake, but a lot of other second home markets throughout the country. Good friend of mine, she's an agent out at Lake Tahoe. She said the same thing, condos. It's not that they've just dropped dramatically. We're having a tougher time moving them. And then there's some factors that come along with condos as well. So you have interest rates have come up.
Sure, yeah.
Buyers typically, when they come to Lake of the Ozarks, they want a home first. If they can't get into a home because it's pricey, then they might shoot for a villa or a condo. So again, that's why we are seeing waterfront homes perform very well. They want to actively get into those. Interest rates are up, so you add a higher interest rate plus a higher HOA fee. It's tough. You're kind of pricing yourself out of the market a little bit on a condo. I specialize here at Lake of the Ozarks, so I specialize in second home market and what it's doing. In my humble opinion, I think that the buyers in the country, they've changed the way they're buying homes, and they're enjoying a little bit more of that second home. And when you're buying a second home, an interest rate might not affect you quite so much. Usually you've worked hard, you've saved money, you're taking a small note out on your primary, or you're paying cash for it. So you're not as concerned about what the interest rates are. Therefore, that's why we're seeing our properties move so well. Now, in other areas where you may be, it's a full-time market, Springfield, Kansas City, St. Louis, all of those, interest rate could affect you. So I think those markets have slowed a little bit throughout the country based on interest rate. However, here at Lake of the Ozarks, we haven't seen it. Condo sector has, but not homes.
What about you sellers like that have a home that you're thinking about either listing or you have listed that's not moving? What would you tell them?
Well, number one, call me. I'm gonna come out, and the first step is I've gotta take a look at the property. That's what I do. I do it, my team and I, we sell them all day, all year long, right? So we're gonna come in, and sometimes it's not a whole lot that you need to do to the property. Sometimes it's small things like give a power wash, get those windows. Like you can see behind us, the windows are sparkling clean. If someone comes into a dirty home, it's just, there's something to feel about that. So we want them clean, prepped, ready to go, decluttered, all of those things. The number one biggest thing when we're prepping your home is the price. When the team and I give you a price, it's not a roll of the dice. We're looking at the property. We're going back. We're looking to see what has sold. The amount of homes that have sold in 0 to 30 days this year, I did have to write it down so I don't mess it up. So 0 to 30 days, 653 units have moved, 653.
Wow.
How many units do you think sold when they were on the market 30 to 60 days?
Less.
Less. How much less?
Probably drastically. Because if your property hasn't sold in 30 days, I would think that probably tells you something because it's an aggressive market. So if your house hasn't sold in 30 days, probably means you need to go back with your realtor and look at, okay, what can we do differently, you know? So I'd say it's gotta be drastically less.
It's significantly less. It's 174.
Oh yeah.
You went from 650 units moving to 174 in 30
It's
to
essentially a fourth of what, so that tells me that you want that house to sell within 30 days.
You do, and think of it like this. I'm sure, you know, if you're a seller, you've bought a home before, right? So when you're out looking and we go out looking at property and we look at 5 homes that day, none of them are it. Well, we're gonna keep looking and see what comes on the market next, right?
Right.
So now something's come on the market, you call me up. You're like, Jess, this home looks awesome. You know, we wanna go see it. Great, super, let's go. So we go in, it should be priced at $250. They've chosen to price it at $350. And you're like, I really love it, but based on everything else we're seeing, you know, just not quite it. What are you gonna say?
Let's wait to see what comes on the market.
Let's wait and see. That property is gone. And so that right there is why you have that first 30 days to really nail that pricing and get it moved. Because again, going from that to 174, from 60 to 100 days is only 100 units moved. I mean, those are big numbers. So pricing, you know, we all want the big number, and I've sold property, I've bought property, so I get it. You know, I want the most out of the property too. The buyer doesn't care if your property sells. Just because you want $350 and it's only worth $250, they're not gonna pay you that. You know, they're very well informed with all of the tools and pricing and just information age that we're in. So they're not going to overpay you for the home just because you want that.
To that, you know, homeowner who's like, man, I'm just gonna go ahead and list it for sale by owner. You're gonna leave a lot on the table as far as getting it out there and moving it within that 30 days.
In my opinion, you are. You know, I'm never gonna say with 100% certainty, 100%, you know, you can't do it by yourself. Nothing's 100% certain, but real estate, it's what I do all day, every day. I have access to all of the data, so I get in there and I really dive into what you should be priced at and why. I have the access to look at what is currently listed, what are you gonna compete with, what has sold, why has it sold, and then the other thing that you don't have access to, you don't have access to the buyers, right? My team and I are actively going out with buyers in real time all day, every day. So I have a very good understanding of what a buyer wants and why. But there's just a lot of stuff that you might not think about. Contracts are another one. Negotiating a contract, inspection notices, appraisals, lenders, all of those things, you know. You call an attorney a lot of times to go through a contract with you because there's a lot of legal jargon in there. You know, a real estate contract is the same thing, and that's what we deal in every day. And then it's, again, small things like insurance, you know, assisting with that, Ameren dock permit, calling an electrician to go look at that dock and make sure it's gonna pass fire marshal code before we go in.
Don't overwhelm those sellers. Like, no one after listening to you is gonna try to sell by owner, you know, like they're calling you.
A lot to do.
And another point is, like, we're sitting in one of the most beautiful lakefront properties on the market today. We're shooting a TV show.
Correct. You know, I have access to some incredible marketing tools. Lake TV is one of them. I'm the only realtor that has a Lake TV shoot with them monthly. You know, I am partners with these guys, and when you list with us, you have access to tools like that to where you're listing and your home is getting incredible exposure, not just photos with my iPhone and I'm popping it up, you know, on the MLS. So we have, again, access to some really incredible marketing tools, and this especially is one of them.
Yeah, so it's not often that you're gonna see nearly 6,000 square foot. There's as many bathrooms as bedrooms, and there's so many features. So what would you tell me about this house?
You come in and you're greeted with really warm tones, light bright colors, and an incredible view of Lake of the Ozarks. It is cove located with main channel views, really rare find, and the water depth. So any buyer that calls in, you go back to what do the buyers want, what are they calling for? They say, I want a home, cove location with main channel views and deep water. You got it, you have it right here. And it's stunningly updated, gorgeous furniture. It has a pool, it has a water fountain, and then it has the dock to go with it.
I gotta ask about the middle level. Does it come furnished? Because the Chiefs and the Masters and the pool table and the bar down there, For me, I would have had us shoot in there just so I could look at all the Chiefs memorabilia around me. That's pretty cool.
I know. I do think they're taking a lot of those personal items like memorabilia and things with them, but a lot of the furnishings here stay, and it's stunning. You know, they came in and they redid that bar area. It's gorgeous when you look at it. I mean, I just want to hang out there, drink some wine and play some poker, watch Chiefs game, right?
The sitting area and the pool and the patio space, Jess?
Oh, it's bar none. It's great. You know, again, buyers come in, they want, I forgot about the 3-car garage. A lot of what we see sometimes, even in the multi-million-dollar range, only has a 2-car garage. And this has that 3rd-car bay garage to put those fun things.
You can even call it a man cave. Like, there's a huge man cave downstairs, but if you need another one, huge garage, huge driveway, and as you mentioned, the dock, which is stunning. And I guess the property does include the dock, you said.
It does include the dock, and they have decked that dock out, right? It has an 18 by 52 cruiser boat slip. Where are you gonna find that? That's incredibly hard to find, plus it has 2 additional bays, a space for your PWCs. They've built out this gorgeous, fun bar area that you can watch Chiefs inside when it's snowy, rainy, and cold, or if you've got beautiful weather, invite the guests over. Now we're dockside, we're hanging out, we're watching the Chiefs play, and we're having a freaking great time.
We're starting to see as we enter October, the foliage, the colors are gonna begin to change. So let's head outside because it's fall at Lake of the Ozarks and there's lots of things happening here this fall.
I agree, let's do it.
You got patio space, balconies on every level before you even get down to the pool and dock area. And as we're outside, all I can think about is, how did it become fall at Lake of the Ozarks
I know,
already?
but fall is one of my favorites. I love the leaves. It's stunning.
Check this out real quick.
And-
Haha Tonka, just a couple years ago, check out this video from Daniel. Look at that. Fall foliage, unbelievable.
I remember seeing that.
We shot so early in October, it hasn't quite turned, but seriously, the colors that are always down here at Lake of the Ozarks are special. And then you talk about events, right? There's festivals, there's parades, there's, shall I say, trick-or-treating?
Oh, there's a ton of trick-or-treating at trick-or-treat streets everywhere.
What are Calvin and Lily gonna be this year for Halloween?
Oh golly, Lily hasn't informed me yet. I'm sure that'll be, she'll
be
do
a
her
Missouri
own
Tiger,
thing.
I feel like.
Now you're wrong.
Hey, but all joking aside, like that's part of what we love about fall, right?
Yeah.
You got the fall foliage, you got bonfires, sweater weather, trick-or-treating. Fall season's a great season, and a lot of people believe that it slows down at Lake of the Ozarks. It's really not the case anymore.
No, I mean, again, you've got all these fun events and stuff going on, and then the weather. If you are boating at Lake of the Ozarks in the fall, it's gorgeous. You don't have all the tourists, and boating, you know, out on the lake, it just feels like it's your own private lake with this gorgeous weather, the leaves, the blue water, and again, your own little slice.
Can I like commit you to something?
Oh boy.
Listen, and here's what's really awesome. It's Bruce and Kelly, right? So if you want to hit the water this fall and check out one of these incredible listings you'll find with the Bruce and Kelly team, go ahead and go to their website. No membership required. Check out the full list of inventory. But we might even get you on a cruiser with Kelly's Port, so you can go check out some of these listings.
I think we can. We'll give Kyle and the guys over there a little call. We'll get you into one of those fun Tierras, Nautiques, Grady Whites. There's so many cool boats. I'm sure we can get you a ride or two.
Super cool. We love them. Also, hey, want to give a shout out to our friends Nick and Tammy Sutter, MHQ. Like seriously, we talked about it in the episode, but if you're ready to buy a house, the first thing I'd recommend is figuring out how you get in touch with them and go talk to them.
You really do, you know, and they're so easy to talk to. You've all seen them on camera. They're just great people. So give them a call. They're going to get you into that product that works for you, and we've got to get you living the lake life. So I'm Jessica Bruce with the Bruce and Kelly Real Estate Team. Will Holtz, my good friend, Lake TV. Thank you for joining me. It's always a treat when I have you on.
Honored to be here. Hey, real quick, I wanted to say,
Who's signing whose shirt?
hey, I don't know, but it's not just Jessica Bruce and Jane Kelly. Full team, they're awesome.
They really are. The girls are just wonderful. And Jacob, the girls and Jacob.
Yeah, I gotta give Jacob some love. But hey, until next month, have a great fall. And if you're in the market to buy or sell real estate at Lake of the Ozarks, look no further. We'll see you next month.